Okay guys, so basically we are in Namibia at the moment. We're in the middle of Namibia, right there, which is where Windhoek is. And you can see if you strike a line across, we get through to Swakopmund on the coast, which is where we'll be heading as well. But tomorrow we're going up from Windhoek through Okaukuejo, up to Otjiwarongo. And then from there we're going to head up to Tsumeb, to Namutoni. So this is Etosha National Park. You can see the size of the park over there. We're going to be staying in Namutoni for 2 nights. Then we head down to Halali for 2 nights. And then we go to Okaukuejo for 3 nights. And from Okaukuejo, we exit the park down through Otjiwarongo, and then down to Swakopmund on the coast. And then we're going to head down to the Naam of Na Cliff and come back into Windhoek over there. Okay guys, so we are in the beautiful country of Namibia. We arrived a couple of days ago. We've been spending some time in Windhoek with our family and friends over there. And before that we were in Cape Town also with our family and friends. But right now we're on the way to Etosha. We're really looking forward to it. We're going to be spending 7 days in Etosha. And we've stopped off in a place called Okaukuejo, which is a small town on the way to Etosha. We've stopped off at this little, what we call a padstal in Afrikaans. They have these, it's a little road stop where you can refresh and you can have a nice lunch. There's a nice little restaurant through there, which is where the family is right now. There's a little biltong shop over there, and then you can see on the other side of the street we've got this area where they are selling carvings, wooden carvings, and authentic Namibian curios to tourists and things like that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The material is what they call the plant ivory or vegetable ivory. So no animals are actually killed in the moment. It's only something that...
There's a little petrol station behind us, so we've filled our tank and we're ready to move through to our next stop, which is Otjiwarongo, and then from there on to Etosha. So looking forward to it guys, it's going to be a good one. I'll take you with on the journey. Let's jump in, let's get to it.
Come on, let's go.
Okay guys, so we've arrived in Otjiwarongo, and we're going to be staying tonight at this nice guest house called Kamatu Guest House. So we've just arrived here now. Our little guest room is just through there, and this is the guest house behind me over here. We're going to be spending the night here tonight, and we're going to be heading out for dinner to a nice place apparently where there is a bit of a waterhole and some game apparently as well, small buck and things that come through. So we're going to go out there for a nice dinner. But this is where we're going to be spending the night, and then tomorrow morning we'll have breakfast here as well, and then head through to Etosha. This is a very nice halfway stop between Windhoek and Etosha in Otjiwarongo, and yeah, so looking forward to that. Welcome to Oshibamba guys.
Yay. Stop, Ruan. Little springbok.
There's a lot of them, eh?
Look at the markings on their bottoms, guys.
How beautiful is that?
Look at the ostrich. Stop, bro. Oh my god. I've never seen an ostrich so close up, guys. Its feathers are really pretty. Wow. I can sit there just now. I told you guys to sit there. Now,
Etosha National Park.
Woohoo!
Yay!
She saw it. Toledo.
She's looking this way.
He's drinking, guys. So cool, man.
Bird of prey.
A bird of prey is worth more than a big animal.
It's worth more than a zebra.
You're telling me an eagle is worth more than a zebra?
This open veld is full of zebra, And there's blue wildebeest, springbok.
Just so you see, right? Look at the fence around the camp we're staying. That's so wild animals cannot come in.
Why not?
Because they'll destroy us. They'll attack us.
Yeah.
We are back after 14 years, guys.
14 years,
Sure,
man.
Springbok could jump over.
Reception, Cross Museum Filling Station.
Awesome.
Then tomorrow, the gates open and close. Restaurant hours, activities, prices per person, bookings are done here. Reception, Wi-Fi access is only by the reception area. Tickets are also bought here.
Perfect.
Any questions for now?
Nothing. Thanks very much.
Just stay with us.
Thank you.
You are.
This is so cool. I absolutely love it. Just like I remember since last time.
Did we stay in one of these last time?
No, I did. You said there's an outside shower, right?
Yeah, there's an outside shower and there's an inside shower and a bath.
Oh, cool. This is
Guys, how awesome is this? Blue wildebeest right in front of us, yeah. Absolutely beautiful scene here by the waterhole. Giraffe, springbok. It's late afternoon, about 6:15, just before the sun goes down, and they're coming to get some water. There's also quite a few birds of prey that I've seen in this area as well. I got this buzzard that's busy eating something that he's caught. Let's see what it is, but he's munching away. Okay guys, so we've arrived in Etosha and we've arrived at the first of our camps that we're going to be staying at. This camp is called Namutoni, and we're going to be spending 2 nights here. Actually, we spent last night here already and we're going to spend another night tonight. If you look at the map of Etosha, that is the pan over there, 110 kilometers across and 60 kilometers from top to bottom. But obviously Etosha also covers this wider area around the pan itself as well. So this is where we came in, Namutoni. We're traveling all along this area over here to Halali, and then from Halali to Okaukuejo. So that's about 80 kilometers to Halali, and then about another 75-80 kilometers to Okaukuejo. These are all the birds that you can find, birds of prey that you can find in the park, as well as some of the other birds as well. Huge variety, and a lot of people, they focus on the animals. When they don't see the big five, they get a little bit disappointed. But for me and the family, we like looking at birds as well. I also enjoy photographing the birds, and I'm going to be taking out the Sony A7 R4 a little bit later and taking some bird photography. Otherwise, you're just looking for the big animals, and sometimes you get frustrated when you don't see the lions and the leopards and the cheetahs. But when you start looking for birds as well, it creates a little bit of interest. It also then obviously gives you all the information on the different animals that you can expect to see in the park, including, of course, the lions, leopards, cheetahs, elephant, and what we're really hoping to see is some white rhino and black rhino. You actually see a lot of these mongoose running around the campsites as well. I've seen quite a few of them, and the kids were looking at them yesterday as well. These banded mongoose and the slender mongoose, but especially the banded mongoose, they're in and around the campsite over here as well. So we've had a good start so far. It's only day number 2, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot yet to come. Now, besides your accommodation, which you're going to pay through a travel agent to come and stay in the park, and you also need to pay your permit fees. So this is the permit to travel through the park. You pay per car per day, 50 Namibian dollar, and then you also pay per person, non-Namibian person, 100 Namibian dollars per day per person, and for Namibians and children it's $50 per person per day. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. It's your permit fees, it's your accommodation fees, and the Wi-Fi fees if you want to pay for that as well. Close to the middle of the day now, and there's a lot of wildlife that's coming to the waterhole. It's starting to get a little bit hot now. It is middle of the winter, but it's starting to get relatively hot. So animals are coming down to the water to get a sip. You can see zebra, springbok. There was a gemsbok here earlier. Giraffe. Plovers. So this is the waterhole right next to Namutoni camp where we're staying. It's beautiful. It's amazing to come here at different times of the day and see how things change. In the morning, in the middle of the day, and then in the late afternoon into the sunset, the different types of animals that come across to the waterhole to drink. But it's so convenient having this waterhole right next to the camp. It's literally about 100 meters walk from where our chalet is. And now we've got some new visitors that are starting to approach the waterhole. These beautiful gemsbok, very, very traditional and representative animal for Namibia. And they're just getting nice and close to the waterhole now. Beautiful animals. See if I can zoom in a little bit. So Namutoni's also got a very nice swimming pool. So in the middle of the day when it's too hot to go out for a drive, you can come and enjoy the pool.
He's down there. I think he left.
Okay, we'll have a look at him in a minute. Yeah, so it's a fork-tailed drongo. Awesome bird. He's got that long black tail with a fork at the end of it. Blackbird. Pretty bird. Awesome. See, those elephants are chasing away the zebra. So the zebra are a little bit nervous. The elephants are like, no guys, we're the boss right here now. I think these elephants are getting ready to leave, so now finally the other animals can start to come in and get some water. See, those zebra were so thirsty, but they're a little bit nervous to come down because of the elephants. And I think they're waiting for the elephants to leave. That's a cute warthog, eh? There he is.
He's barking.
Black-backed jackal. He's actually barking.
He's calling. Remember, there's box on the other side of the road.
Yeah, he's probably calling you.
I think he's getting people.
Such a cute guy. Such a cute guy. There he goes. There he goes. Bye. He's off. Oh, no, he's back. He's going to turn around. Is he going to come back? No, he's gone.
Yellow-billed,
We saw the yellow-billed and we saw the red-billed.
southern red-billed, lilac-breasted roller. We've seen that.
Did we see a lilac-breasted roller?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We've seen tons.
It's one of the most common birds that we've seen actually, yeah.
We just haven't gotten many photos.
Red-breasted shrike. Beautiful bird.
Have you seen the white-backed mouse bird? It's kind of like the go-away bird.
Yep, we did.
Because I'm pretty sure we got confused between tawny eagle and yellow-billed kite.
We did see a yellow-billed kite, and we also saw a tawny eagle.
Yeah.
The grey
one that goes,
lurie.
"Quack, quack."
Yeah.
This one.
Have you very good, yeah. Okay,
The one
cool.
I saw.
Yeah. Cool.
Banded mongoose. It's the meerkat kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. We saw a black-backed jackal.
Yep.
A barking black-backed jackal.
That was super awesome seeing that little black-backed jackal today, right?
It was so cute and cool. We've seen an elephant, an African elephant.
Absolutely, we've seen elephants, yes. We have.
And we saw the warthog.
Yep, we did see the warthog.
It was drinking water.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
We have seen springbok, lots of springbok.
Lots of springbok, yep.
Okay, we've seen a ground squirrel and a tree squirrel.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go down like this. Gemspok. Okay. We've seen a
Gemspok.
gemspok.
Gemspok, Ricky. Gemspok. Say gemspok.
Gemspok.
So we've just driven past Batia, and now we are going.
Is this the turnoff over here, man?
Yeah, that's the turn off over there.
Ilan Drive. Is that where we need to
2
go?
kilometers, yes, for the rest stop, the picnic / toilet area.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys, so we're halfway through to Halali, on the way from Namutoni through to Halali. We've traveled about 35 kilometers, and they've got this little toilet pit stop area, which is a fenced off area where you can stop off and stretch your legs and go to the loo if you need to go to the loo, which is quite nice. So we're just stopping off here for a couple of minutes, and then from here we're going to head on and continue our journey through to Halali. We're traveling quite slowly. The maximum speed limit on these roads is 60 kilometers an hour. We're traveling at about 30 because the road is quite bumpy. It's quite jerky. So we're going at about 30 to 40, and obviously we're slowing down as we see animals and birds and things like that as well. So it's going to take us a while. It's taken us about an hour and a half to reach this point, and probably another hour or so to reach Halali from here. So right now we're passing through an area where the vegetation is basically Mupani tree felt. So it's completely different terrain to what we had earlier, which was more of a grass bush veld. It's super cute the way they just lined up like that, eh? Looks like maybe it's a mother and a father and a calf in the middle, Mitz, do you think? Looks like the little one in the middle is slightly younger than the other two. So we made it, guys. Halali.
Yay!
Our second camp.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And I'm sure I'll see you next breakfast.
Yeah, most likely at the bottom.
Yeah. Thank you for your patience.
Okay guys, so we've checked in at Halali. We've got all the information over here. Just grab that and go to the last page. Oh, that is the beautiful bird. Okay, don't tell me. That is a crimson-breasted shrike.
Exactly, crimson-breasted shrike.
Look at it. It's our favorite bird that we saw today. Crimson-breasted shrike.
Okay, yay!
Beautiful bird, eh?
Oh, it's got a sliding door to open up to it.
Oh, that looks amazing.
We don't have to come out every time.
That's nice.
Oh, this is cool.
This is burning.
Okay guys, so we've arrived in Halali and we spent last night here. We had a really nice braai last night. You can see the size of Halali is a little bit larger than Namutoni, but not quite as large as Okaukuejo, which is the main camp. Got the shop, the reception and the restaurant all grouped together around the swimming pool area. Then you've got the chalets, which is where we are. We're out in a bush chalet number 54. It's really nice here because we're on the outside next to the bush. And then on the opposite side, you've got the other accommodation types, and then camping. And then towards the end of the camp, you've got the marina hotel. So the park vegetation has changed as we've started moving through. At the moment, we're in this zone number 19, which is the Mopani, Combriatum and Terminalia bushveld. So you can see the type of vegetation is a little bit thicker. The bushes become a little bit thicker. The trees are quite large and leafy. So the vegetation is a lot thicker. It becomes a little bit more difficult to see the animals, but it's really nice and green. So it's a really, really nice environment to be in. So we met a couple of guys yesterday who told us that they went to the waterhole and they saw rhino, 2 rhino. They saw a large herd of elephants and they saw zebra and other animals as well. So we're really hoping that we're going to see some rhino today. I've got a good feeling about it. But I'd really like to see rhino if possible. So actually just by walking to the waterhole itself, without even driving, you've got the capability of seeing some amazing wildlife. Something else that you just need to be aware of is the usage of Wi-Fi. So you can buy a Wi-Fi package in the park, which is for 750 megabytes. You're going to pay 65 Namibian dollar. But the problem with that is it's quite limited where you can use it. You can only use it in the restaurants, at the reception areas and things like that, but you can't use it in your chalet. So what we also bought was an MTC mobile package with Namibia MTC, and we paid for that 65 Namibian dollar for 3 gigabytes worth of data. That gives you more flexibility because you can use that pretty much anywhere. But again, you tend to use that quite quickly, so just be aware of that and use your Wi-Fi sparingly. Other thing you need to be aware of as well is you must have some cash when you come to the park. When you're tipping the waiters, you can only do that with cash. They don't accept credit cards for tips. And also when you are paying for your room key deposit, that's a refundable deposit of 500 Namibian dollar every time you go to a new camp. That needs to be paid in cash as well, refundable in cash. So make sure you've got a little bit of cash with you as well. Okay guys, there's a beautiful owl sitting right in that tree. It's the middle of the day and he's busy sleeping. It's amazing how these owls are so well camouflaged. It's almost impossible to see them. And we were actually focusing on something else when Alexa spotted the owls in the tree. But you wouldn't see them because they're so incredibly well camouflaged. And that just shows you that when you're in the wild, there's so many things that are right in front of you that you don't even know about, but you don't see them because they're just so well camouflaged in nature. And the same goes for animals as well. A lion could be right in front of you in the grass and you wouldn't know it, you'd be driving right past it. Okay, he's just moved his body into a much clearer position so I can see him now, but now his head is turned away from me. You can see the ears and the head, back of the head. That head is turned through 180 degrees. And if we're lucky, he's going to turn his head back towards us without moving that body. There we go. Starting to turn his head towards us. Incredible, look at that.
your sevens.
So that's it, guys. Our time in Halali has come to an end. We spent 2 beautiful days here. Last night we went down to the waterhole in Halali, and we were really privileged to see black rhino, white rhino, and a spotted hyena coming down to the water to drink. It was really beautiful seeing those animals in the natural environment. It was about 9 o'clock at night and they came down to the water to drink. So we've enjoyed our stay at Halali. We stayed in the bush chalet, as I said. We've enjoyed our time in among these beautiful mopani trees. The kids enjoyed the swimming pool as well. But now it's time to move on to our next stop, which is Okaukuejo, and hopefully hit that campsite within the next 2 to 3 hours or so.
Guys, yesterday didn't we see the blacksmith lapwing in the waterhole at night?
So there you go, guys. That is the Etosha salt pan. Etosha means great white place, and that's the salt pan, which is 110 kilometers by 60 kilometers across from one side to the other. Here we go, guys. Okaukuejo. So this is the main camp, guys. Largest administrative capital.
Restaurant, swimming pool and the bar. And then to your room, you drive down, petrol station, you turn to your left, 75 feet in this block. That's the waterhole point. You can walk from your room to the waterhole. You can stay there at the waterhole for as long as you want. The whole place is fenced.
So here we go, guys. The bush chalet at Okaukuejo.
First, I burnt it in the fire.
Okay.
Yes.
Bloody impressive. Super sharp.
It's our first time seeing them.
So we're at the waterhole in Okaukuejo, and there's a huge amount of buck coming down to the water to drink. Absolutely beautiful sighting. We've got springbok. We've got Which one's, Bubs?
Kudu,
Yeah, the greater kudu. Yeah, exactly.
blue wildebeest,
Blue wildebeest.
oryx slash gemsbok.
Oryx slash gemsbok. Yep.
The coffee looking one.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. Okay guys, so our time in Etosha is coming to an end. We have our last afternoon here. We're going to go do a bit of a game drive, and then tomorrow morning we're going to be heading out towards Swakopmund. It was an amazing 7 days that we had. Okaukuejo was really a lot of fun as well, and we also hooked up with our friends Lani and Jack, who we haven't seen for a long time. We had a nice braai with them last night. We had dinner with them the night before. It was amazing. So yeah, so that's it. We're heading out, but it's been amazing. We really enjoyed it, and the kids have had fun as well. Mitzi's had fun. Did you guys enjoy it?
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.